Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Wrestling Experience. My name is Earl Cole, and tonight is the night we're going to talk about everything all in. It's all in predictions. We're going to talk about that, and we're going to talk about so much more. Whatever's on your mind tonight, whatever's on my mind, we're going to talk about that. But what's on my mind is all in. We're going to do the predictions. We're going to give you the card as it stands now. And well, it's going to be a great weekend of wrestling by AEW for sure. So stand by for tonight's telecast. And of course, welcome to the mothership. Welcome to the experience. Welcome to the wrestling experience, which is presented by and powered by the Hardcore Sports.
Taking shots at the enemy. I'm gonna make it to the top, leave a legacy. If I got something to say, you better let me speak. Turn it up a new degree, bitch, you ain't seen anything. I pop off with the new rock, electronic, blow the sonic roof up. I'm too honest when I take a few shots. They're too toxic, need to take the new stuff.
All right, and welcome back to the Wrestling Experience. Just to let everybody know, tonight my co-host Sarah is under the weather tonight, and she will not be here. She was very sick last night, and I made a decision to give her the night off. So, Sarah, get well soon, and we hope that you get back here next week for the Wrestling Experience. But tonight here, I'm going to give you AEW's All In. And All In is happening on Sunday afternoon at 1 p.m. Eastern Daylight Standard Time if you keep it where it is. I'm going to be on the air with All In at 12:15. So we hope that you will join us and be part of it all. Yes. We're going to have fun with All In. So, um, just to let everybody know that don't forget, you can follow them on Twitch at Hardcore Sports. Follow them on Instagram at Hardcore Sports. Follow them on Spotify at Hardcore Sports. Follow them on Facebook at Hardcore Sports. Follow them on TikTok at Hardcore Sports. Follow them on at Hardcore Sports. And of course, subscribe to the YouTube channel and hit that like button. Hit the like button on my channel. Hit the like button on the Hardcore Sport. And don't forget, you hope we hope you had a great Thursday morning, Thursday afternoon, no, Thursday evening here at the Hardcore Sports. Thank you so much. Thank you. And let's just talk about this All In. Let's just talk about this All In. By the way, just before I begin here, I just want to let everybody know in our viewing audience, we do apologize. We had a little technical glitch last night with our chat, and we do apologize for any inconvenience that it may have caused you. So we hope that you. We want to again apologize for that. We had a little technical glitch last night. Modern technology. That's what happens. So let's see what we got. Yeah, Daniel Berry Sports. How you doing tonight, Daniel Berry Sports? How's it going? All right, let's talk about All In. Let's start with our first match. Mercedes Monet will take on Dr. Brent Baker. Hold on one second. Hold on one second. I did mention her. It is Dr. Brent Baker. It is Dr. Brent Baker. DMD. Yes, ladies and gentlemen. DMD. Dr. Brent Baker. And she's going to take on Mercedes Monet. Jeffrey, how you doing tonight? How's it going? So, all right. Here's my prediction for this match. First of all, the build for this match it's been lackluster. I didn't care for the build for this match too much. Mercedes Monet wouldn't have the TBS championship. Okay. I I would love to see Britt Baker win this title match. But here's the thing. Mercedes she hasn't had too many matches with this title. She hasn't had too much of a title reign with this title. So I'm gonna say in my heart of hearts here that Mercedes is gonna retain against Britt Baker. As much as I don't want that, I think Mercedes retains, but I think Jamie Ada comes out and comes to her aid. Yeah, I'm gonna agree with that assessment, Jeffrey. I'm gonna agree with that assessment. Um, yeah, Mercedes Monet is gonna retain. I would love to see Britt Baker win this match, but I think Mercedes is going to retain because, like I said, she hasn't had too many matches. She hasn't had too many matches, and she hasn't had really the time to really defend this title. Even though her title reign so far has been whack. I'm not a fan of her title reign at all. I think it's whack. But that's just my opinion and my opinion only. So yeah, I have Mercedes Moné defeating Britt Baker at All In. Okay. All right. Let's talk about this. Tony Storm takes on Mariah May for the AEW Women's title. The build has been here and there. It's been okay. The build's been okay. I'm not going to say that. Build's been semi decent. But the one thing is that just creeps in my crawl, and this is something me and Sarah talked about last night. It's the creepiness between these two that's making my skin crawl. Yeah, me too. I think her booking is getting sour. Yeah, Jeffrey, I agree with that. Yeah, her booking is getting really sour. Um, yeah, I'm gonna agree with that a second. But getting back to Mariah May for a second, um, the creepiness that she does in the ring is very off-putting. And what she does in the ring with now listen here. Now listen. Again, like I said before, I say it again, I'm gonna say this in the disclaimer. I'm not saying that I'm not for LGB and all this kind of stuff and everything. I'm not saying that. What you do in your house is it's your business. Whoever you love, that's your business. That's not mine. I'm not here for that. I'm not talking about that. So let's just get that right off the table. Let's just clean that table off. Okay. I'm not talking about that. What I am talking about is when you start having those things with other, it just gets a little cringeworthy. The kissing, the rubbing, that to me does not belong in wrestling. That don't belong in wrestling. When I'm calling a match and I see that going on, I have to cut it out in the part of the calling because first of all. First of all, it's very uncomfortable. Not only for me, but for if I'm working with Sarah or working with somebody else, it's very uncomfortable, and I don't like feeling uncomfortable. I really don't feeling like uncomfortable, so I don't like that feeling. So I cut it out. I cut it out because it doesn't make any. It doesn't belong in the match. It doesn't belong. So I think Tony can gonna make Mariah be a champion. Well, we have to see about that. We don't mind the extracurricular activity, don't cover, don't cover, do it. But okay, Jeffrey, what are you saying? We don't mind the extracurricular activity, but don't cover, do it. Okay, but don't cover, do it. Yeah, I'm gonna agree with that, Jeffrey. I'm gonna agree with that. I don't like I said before. If you like the extracurricular activity that she does in the ring, um, yeah, yeah, it is overdue. It is overdue. Yeah, yeah, I agree with that, Jeffrey. I agree. Um, I think it's just too much. It's too much it takes away from the wrestling, the extracurricular activity stuff. It takes away from the wrestling. And I grew up on, headlocks and drop kicks and flips and kicks and all that kind of stuff in wrestling. That's what I want to call. I don't want to call the extracurricular. So when that stuff happens, I take it out of the equation because it's not something I want to convey to the audience. It's not something I want to convey to the audience. I'm here to call a match, and that's what I want to do. So if you like that stuff, that's fine. I'm not here to say that I'm trampling on your thought process. It's like you're going back to the divas there. Yeah, exactly, Jeffrey. It's going backwards. It's going backwards. So I don't want to spend too much time on this, but I'm just saying that that's my feeling. I just don't feel the extracurricular activity is not necessary in the match. Okay. Getting back to the match itself, Tony Storm and Mariah May. Now, Tony Storm, hi Wesley, how you doing tonight? Now, Tony Storm and Mariah May. All right, here's my prediction for this match. Tony Storm is going to retain. Tony Storm retains here at All In. She's going to retain. Tony Storm, when it comes down to it, she's had some great matches, some decent matches. I shouldn't say the word great, but she's had some decent matches, and she has kept her title when it's necessary, and she has turned on the wrestling switch when she needs to, and to come out on top of the match. So I'm gonna say, with my heart of hearts here, that Tony Storm remains the AEW women's title. Tony Storm better watch for the shoe. Yes, Jeffrey, she better watch for that shoe. So Tony Storm retained. So I have two retainment so far. Two retainment. All right. The Young Bucks versus FTR versus the Acclaim for the AEW tag team titles. The tag team titles are up for grabs in this contest. And I believe this is the first time that these three men are going to be in this triple threat match. This is going to be a banger. This is going to be a banger. But here's the thing, here's the kicker. I don't care who wins this match. I really don't. But the only thing I think what's going to happen here, we're going to get a new tag team champions. But just who's going to win those belts? Or do we get a retainment? This is a pick'em. This is a pick'em here. I like the Acclaim. I'm a big fan of the Acclaim. I'm a big fan of FTR. I love me some FTR. I think they're great tandem. They're a great tag team. They don't have too much time left. I know that they said that they're going to be retiring at some point. at some point in there once their contracts are closed. So the match is going to be fine. The build for this match has been good too, especially what we got at Collision last weekend. I thought that was great. Um, so I'm gonna go with FTR here. FTR is going to win the AEW tag team belts. I just want anyone but the young sucks. I love that, Jeffrey. You get the comment of the night, Jeffrey. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. You get the comment of the night. I love it. So I'm gonna say FTR wins the AEW tag team titles. I, I'm gonna say it right now, and that will be it. So that would be good. Casino Gauntlet match. The winner gets an AEW championship match. Okay, Hangman Adam Page is in the Gauntlet match. Okay, Evil Uno is in the match. And I believe I'm not sure who else is in this match, but there are two men so far in this gauntlet match. And here's the thing. I think this is what's going to happen here. Hangman is going to win this gauntlet match. He's going to win the gauntlet match, and then that means that we're going to get maybe a number part four. I think this is part four of him and Swerve Strickland for the title. I believe that's what we're going to get at the next pay-per-view offering, which would be All Out on September the 7th. I think that's exactly what we're going to get here, which means that probably Swerve will probably retain the title. Or will Bryan Danielson become the champion? Well, I'm going to talk about that in a few minutes. But yeah, so I'm gonna say Eggman wins this gauntlet, and he's going to either meet Strickland or he's going to meet Danielson. One of them he's going to have to tangle with. Um, Eggman's been unhinged ever since he's come back to AEW. He's been unhinged. I mean, at one point last night when we were doing Dynamite, me and Sarah was asking me, Earl, is Hangman crossing his eyes? And I said, yeah, it looks like his eyes is crossed. You know when people get so mad and they get so angry that when they're yelling at you, their eyes almost getting crossed, and they look like they have that crazy look? Yeah. He has that unhinged, crazy look when his eyes are starting to cross. Yeah, that's part of the character. He wants to be like that because it's like he's cross-eyed with anger. That's what it is. He's so raged. He don't care what it looks like. So that's what Hangman did. That's exactly what he's doing. That's exactly what he's doing. And again, like I said before, and I'll say it again, he looks crazy. And he looked like cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. But anyway, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. So Hangman is going to win the gauntlet, and he's either going to take on Swerve or Danielson at this point. All right. So Jack Perry versus Darby Allin for the AEW TNT Championship. This is going to be good. Another banger. Darby Allin is hell bent on getting back that title. And Jack Perry, well, we call him Jungle Jackass. That's what Sarah calls him. Yeah, he was tied up in that cage in blood and guts and doused with gasoline. And then on top of it all, On top of it all, he goes and Darby Allin manipulates the Bucks not only to quit in the match and win the match for Team AEW, but he also gets a title match at this All In. Um, I'm gonna I'm gonna have to say at this point, unfortunately, Darby is not gonna win this match. As much as I love Darby Allin, as much as I love Darby, I'm going to say that Jack Perry's going to because he hasn't had he hasn't had too much with the belt. Again, like I said before, just like Mercedes when earlier, he hasn't had too much of a title reign. He won the title, but he hasn't really defended it that much. So I'm not sure what Tony Khan is thinking in his head, but I'm going to assume that he wants to make sure that Jack Perry wins, keeps that belt, and makes have some kind of title run because, again, his title reign has been abysmal. I don't know if you all agree with me or not, but I don't. I don't think Darby wins either. Yeah, Jeffrey, I agree with that. I think that Jack Perry's going to retain here. So we have three retainments so far. Three retainments. Perry's going to keep his title at All In. All right. Chris Jericho will take on Hook for the FTW Championship. Now, here's the stipulation. Here's the stipulation. If Hook loses this match, he could never, and listen to me carefully, he could never, ever challenge Chris Jericho again for that FTW Championship. So Hook's got his back against the wall. He's got his back against the wall. Hmm. I'm gonna say he can never challenge for the title again. I'm gonna say Hook wins this match. I'm gonna give it to Hook. Hi guys. Hi. Sarah was. I can't do it as good as Sarah. I really can't. I can't do it justice. Sarah does it well. She does it really good. So Jericho, Jericho, I can't take that learning tree. Every time Jericho comes on the screen, I want to run for the hill. Good try, Earl. Thank you, Jeffrey. Hi guys. Hi. Hi. More like, bye guys. Bye. Say goodbye to Jericho. So Hook will win, and he'll become the new FTW champion here at All In. So that's what I got. That's what I got. All right. I believe we have it to be announced. Okay, yeah. This is the Patriot versus the Bang Bang Gang versus the House of Black for the AEW Trios Championship. The Patriarchs, they, Christian and company, Nick Wayne's mom. I was only going to retain this title. They're going to retain the Trios Championship. They're going to win on nefarious means. I don't see them dropping the straps to them just after they just won the Trios titles. The House of Black and the other, they're going to give them a run for their money, but it's just not going to work. I'm going to give it to the Patriarch in this match. The Patriot goes over in the match, and that's 4 retainments so far. Jordan Kirby. If Mariah don't win, we riot. Okay. Sarah's watching like yeah, Jeffrey, she's sitting at home right now in her easy chair, drinking soup and getting better. She I can't, like I said, I can't do it justice. She does it well. She does that well. Um, all right. Let's see what we got here. Let's talk about the 0 hour match for a second here. Chris Statlander and Stokely Hathaway versus Willow Nightingale and Tomohiro Ishii. Um, yeah, this match is gonna be good. This is a mixed tag match with Tomohiro Ishii and Willow Nightingale. Now, this is the first time that Stokely Hathaway is going to be in the ring, and I'm going to tell you this, but I'm pretty much looking forward to this match because I want to see what Stokely Hathaway does. He's going to be like a typical heel. He's going to run away. He's going to let Statlander do all the dirty work while he stands there in the corner looking like he soiled himself. Because he's going to be so terrifying seeing all these 63,000 people looking at him. And he's going to get in the ring and he's probably not going to get his butt whooped in the match. Tomohiro Ishii doesn't play. He's going to destroy Stokely Hathaway if he gets in the match. Um, I'll tell you this much. I'm gonna give it to Team Statland. Team Willow Nightingale in this match. Team Willow Nightingale is gonna go over in the match and everything. They're gonna go over. And yeah, he's gonna get his upcomings. Um, yeah, for sure. Getting in this match. He's gonna get in this match, and everyone in the chat before I continue, everyone in the chat, please hit that like button, hit the like button, and please punch it, smack it, knock it down, give it a clothesline, give it a leg drop, whatever you got to do, hit that like button. Thank you so much. So I'm gonna say Team Willow Nightingale and Tomohiro Ishii defeat Statlander and Stokely in the 0 hour on All In. All right. All right. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, okay. So we're up to the main event, I believe. Yeah. These are the matches so far. Yeah. All right. Swerve Strickland and Bryan Danielson for the AEW World Title. Um, Comment, like, and share. Right, Jeffrey. Thank you. Missing Willow in a match on Dynamite. Yeah, I know. I miss her too. But don't worry, Jeffrey. You'll see her this Sunday at All In. Don't forget, we will have that telecast at 12:15. I will be on the air with All In at 12:15 this Sunday. I can't wait to do the show. It's going to be fun. We're going to have tons of action, all that potpourri of action just for you on Sunday afternoon at 1 o'clock. When 1 o'clock happens, and we're going to have fun with that telecast. So I can't wait to do it with you. Like I said, these matches are going to be good. I'm sure by the weekend, Tony Khan's going to add more to these matches, and everything else in between, because that's what Tony Khan does. So yeah, we're up to the main event, and let's give this preview here. Swerve Strickland versus Bryan Danielson, and here's the thing. Here's the thing. Don't forget the tea and the tea and the crumpets. Ram, how you doing tonight? Good morning to you. Well, it's good evening here in New York, but good evening. Hello to you, Ram. How's it going? Um, so all right, Swerve Strickland and Bryan Danielson. This match is going to be a banger. This match is going to be a banger, no doubt about it. But the pendulum could swing either way in this match. The pendulum could really swing in this match. I'm going to tell you this much. I don't know how I'm going to feel about this match. I really don't. Because I want to see Danielson like win a title here. But at the same token, are we going to get a retainment? Good, thanks. Have I missed much? Well, yes, Ram. I went through the entire card of All In. We're doing the All In predictions, and I'm up to the main event of the evening. Um, so Swerve Strickland came on Dynamite a couple of weeks ago, and Bryan Danielson was in the ring, and he agreed to the stipulation. Okay, here's the stipulation. Here's the stipulation. If Bryan Danielson doesn't win the AEW title, he will never wrestle again. And here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. Here's the thing that I don't understand. Was this a mistake? Right, Brian Danielson. Brian could win on Swerve by Hangman costing. Well, that could happen, Jeffrey. Big stipulation. Yes, Ram. Yes, it's a big stipulation. It's a huge stipulation. But what my question is, was this a mistake? Was this a mistake by Brian Danielson to take on this added pressure? Because here's the thing, Brian's gonna have his back is against the wall. His back is against the wall. He puts this big pressure on himself. And then another thing is he's got nerve issues in his neck. He's got nerve damage. And was this a mistake? My prediction for this match? Well, well, I I could remember he asked for this. Yeah, I know Jeffrey. I know he asked for it, but was it a mistake? I don't know. I'm so torn with this. I really am torn. Um, I don't know. In my heart of hearts, I would like to see Danielson win the title. You know what? I'm gonna go with my gut. I'm just gonna go with my gut here. I think Danielson's gonna win the belt. I have a feeling he's gonna come out on top. He's gonna win this belt. He's gonna win. Danielson has to win this match, and I think Swerve Strickland's gonna oblige him. So I'm gonna say in this match that Danielson is gonna become the new AEW champion. Um, yes, it was a mistake. Yeah, go Brian. Yeah, Ram. I agree with your assessment. Um, I agree. I agree with your assessment, Ram. Um, Either way, it'll be yes, Jeffrey. Either way, it would be a good match. I agree with that. Yes, either way would be a good match. Um, yeah. So I'm going to say that Danielson's going to become your new AEW champion. And that's my prediction for all. And like I said, the match is emotional, pivotal. It can swing either way. It's a pick 'em. It's everything. It's everything. This match is everything. Um, all right. MJF takes on Will Ospreay. Yes, Jeffrey. Good morning, brother Jeffrey. Yeah. MJF will take on Will Ospreay, and that will be for the AEW American Championship. This match is going to be a banger. This match is going to be a banger. Another banger. Another banger. Well, I'm gonna say this. And I'm gonna say this now. The last time these two met, this match was an hour. This match was almost an hour. These two men tore the house down. This match tore the house down. Yeah, I'm gonna talk about that, Jeffrey. Um, this match is gonna be a banger. Will Ospreay, I'm gonna tell you this much. Will Ospreay, he don't do lemon sour matches. He just doesn't. He don't do lemon sour matches. And I I'm just going I'm man, this match is gonna be Conti spicy. But I'm here for it. I'm here for it. I'm telling you that much. So, all right. So I'm gonna say, I'm going to say, without a shadow of a doubt, without a shadow of a doubt, we're going to get MJF is going to retain this title without a shadow of a doubt. I think I think MJF's gonna Slavanaka match incoming. Yes, Jeffrey. Yes, a Slavanaka. That's what it's gonna be. This match is gonna be a Slavanaka. All right. So we got that going on. So I'm gonna say MJF retains here at All In. All right. The coffin match. We have a coffin match. Darby Allin and Jack Perry. I already talked about that. Perry will retain. But here's the thing. Here's the thing. He has to put Darby Allin in a coffin and shut the lid. Okay, I forgot about the stipulation in this match. You know what? You know what? I totally missed the ball on this. I forgot that this match was a coffin match. I totally forgot that this match and Darby Allin is he has won every coffin match since then. So you know what I'm gonna say? I'm gonna reverse my prediction for this match. Perry's going to go into the coffin, and Darby's going to shut it. We're going to have a new champion at All In. I totally forgot that this match was a coffin match. My bad. I totally forgot that it was a coffin match. All right. All right. The London ladder match for the Trios Championship. Okay. Now, again, like I said, I messed this up. So I do apologize to our audience. This is a ladder match. It's the Bang Bang Gang, the Guns versus the House of Black. And of course, there's going to be a mystery team versus the Patriarch, Christian Gage, and okay, I forgot the coffin stipulation. Yeah, I did too, Jeffrey. I did too. I did too. I forgot about that, and I forgot about that this trios match is going to be a London ladder match. But still, I'm gonna say that the Patriarch will retain the title in this ladder match. They're going to do anything and anything necessary to make sure that this match goes the way they want it. And I already mentioned this casino ladder match. The world's women's title. We went over the American Championship, the FTW Championship, the AEW Tag Team Championship. We went over the London ladder match, the Casino Gauntlet match. I told you, and then we went over the 0 Hour match. So that is your preview for All In. That's your preview for All In. Good stuff. Can't wait to do the show on Sunday afternoon. So, what is your prediction? What do you think is going to happen in these matches? Who do you want to see go over? Who do you want to see go to the pay window? Who do you want to see win and march up and down London? The card is stacked. Absolutely, Jeffrey. The card is stacked from soup to nuts, just like what Tony Khan likes to do in his quest to entertain you. And entertain he will this afternoon, this Sunday afternoon, um, for All In. Remember, as I said before, I'm going to be on the air with All In at 12:15 Eastern Daylight Standard Time. So grab your fascinator and some tea and crumpets and join me in London, England, as we present to you. Here's some fun facts, by the way. There's still tickets available for All In for AEW, and Taylor Swift outsold All In here. That's impressive. 5 sellout shows Taylor Swift did in this arena, and she blew AEW away in ticket sales. So the Swifties were out, and they were out in force. Um, so again, like I said before, I say it again. That was all in. That was all in. Last night we did AEW Dynamite. As I said, we brought the entertainment level. We did the matches. We called the matches. We did the entertainment level. Not a bad show last night. AEW Dynamite. It wasn't a bad go home show. It was a solid go home show. It was good for what it was. The women's division matches were a little not my taste. But all in all, it was a good show. It wasn't a bad show. It wasn't. I'm not going to say it was a classic or anything like that. So yeah, so that's it. So while we have a little bit of time here, while we have a little bit of time, um, while I while I give you some updated MLB scores. How about that? How about that? How about we give some MLB scores? Let's see. Let's see what we got here. Let's give some MLB scores. Why don't we do that on a Thursday night? And we never done that before on a Thursday night. And this is today's scores. Let's see. All right. The Mets and Padres. The Mets are in San Diego, and that begins at 9:40. Swifties come on. Yes. Yes, Jeffrey. The Padres and the Mets are going to take on each other at 9:40. Bottom of the fourth, we have the Astros and the Orioles. And the Astros are winning 2-0 over the Orioles. All right. We've got the Toronto Blue Jays and the Angels in top of the fourth. The Angels are losing 5-0 in the fourth with the Blue Jays. The Rays and Athletics. The Athletics win today in an afternoon delight, 3-1. The Brewers and the Cardinals. The Cardinals win 3-0 over the Brewers. All right. The Rockies and the Nationals win 8-3. All right. The Nationals win 8-3 in an afternoon delight. Okay. The Yankees won today 6-0 over the Guardians. All right. The Tigers and the Cubs. The Cubs win again another afternoon delight. The Cubs win 10-2 over the Tigers. End of five, the Pirates are winning 6-0 over the Reds. The Braves are winning 2-1 over the Phillies in the fourth. And like I said, the Mets and Padres start at 9:40. So those are your update baseball scores of the night. Let's do it, Earl. Yes, Jeffrey, let's do it. Let's do it. All right. As you all know, I don't know if you all know this or not. Let's go back to wrestling for a second. I don't know if you all know this or not, but Roman Reigns has been written off of WWE TV again. He's been written off. Braves win too, and that's what's my two favorite teams won in good. Yes, Jeffrey. Um, so Roman Reigns has been written off of WWE TV again, as you all know. Again, dealing with the loss of his father, and of course, Alpha and Sika, in the family of Roman, and suffering the loss of the two icons, giants in wrestling. Roman has been taken out by the bloodline, so they're selling the fact that the beatdown that Roman got last week on Friday Night SmackDown has written him off of TV. We don't know when we're going to see Roman again. We don't know what's going to happen at this point. But again, like I said, the Bloodline 2.0, once you step to them, that's what happens. You get taken out. Roman was getting the same treatment. He got the same treatment Heyman got. He got the same treatment everyone else has gotten. Smashed through a table. Yeah, rest in peace, Alpha and the whole. But yes. So Roman is going to be written out of WWE TV. I heard Roman is going to be back uh, at the 13th. Yeah, I think that's what I believe. That's what I read from somewhere. I think Roman will return at the season premiere of SmackDown, which will happen on September the 13th. Um, on the USA Network. So I believe that's when Roman will return. But for now, Roman is out right now for the foreseeable future. Um, and let's talk about Raw for a second. We had a good Raw this Monday night. We had a good Raw. Bronson Reed again showed his dominance again with the tsunami. How many Raw superstars? Let's talk about this for a second. How many Raw superstars has Bronson Reed laid out? Let's see. He did Rollins. He took Rollins out. He took out R-Truth. He tried to take the Miz out. Braun Strowman comes in the ring and he cleans house. Braun Strowman cleans house. And we're going to get a match. We're getting a match next week on Raw. I can't wait to do Raw. No, no, don't forget, everyone. Roman has to get the Usos on his side to make amends to them, and Jimmy has to apologize to Jim. Yeah, well, we have to see about that, Jeffrey. We're going to see if that materializes. I like that comment. I really do. Yeah, we're gonna have to see what happens here because this Bloodline 2.0, they are especially some. Now, here's the thing. Here's the thing. I want to. I got a little sidetracked, but I'll get back to your comment in a minute. Got got a lot of meat in that ring next week. Yeah. So Braun Strowman comes out. I'm gonna finish my story. Braun Strowman comes out and he confronts Big Bronson Reed. So we have a match at Raw next week. Bronson Reed will take on Braun Strowman. I can't wait to see what that happens. I don't know if he's going to deliver a tsunami to Strowman. That's going to be interesting to see what happens there. Two behemoths will be in the ring, and I hope they reinforce the ring for that one. That's gonna be a powder keg for sure. So that happened on Raw this past Monday night. But here's the thing. Let me get back to the 2.0. What happened to the art of selling? What happened to the art of selling? Um, Here's the thing. Jacob Fatu comes in the ring and he's full sprint and he's got a Una boot on. How in the world can you do a full sprint and smash your all your assets in someone's face with a Una boot on? Aren't you supposed to be selling that? Am I wrong here? Am I wrong here for saying that? Am I out of line for saying that? When you have a Una boot on, you're supposed to sell the foot injury, the ankle injury, or whatever it is. Jacob Fatu is built different. Jeffrey, I know, but it don't look good. You got this Una boot on, this air cast or whatever you want to call it, and he's running full sprint. He's running full sprint. And he smashes his assets all in the man's face in the corner, and he's got a Una boot on and air gas. I was looking at that, and I just was just laughing in my head. I was just crying inside because I said, "That's not how you sell an injury." I was saying, Jacob, boot is supposed to slow you down. Right, exactly, exactly, Jeffrey, exactly. You're supposed. It makes no sense, right? Exactly. It makes no sense. You got an owner boot on, and you up there doing all of this stuff and super kick, and then you get a full sprint. He got a full sprint. He's got a full sprint, and he's running and he's smashing his assets all in the man's face. Oh my God and God, guys, I can't. I just can't. He got this owner boot on. The guy comes in the ring and he got a. Now, let me tell you something. Now, if he did it with a moonsault, I would have been. Yeah, yes, Jeffrey, yes. I would have lost it. I would have lost it because I mean you're supposed to sell it. You're supposed to sell it. You're supposed to sell it, you fool. You're not supposed to be doing all of that in the ring, all that running and sprinting and smashing your assets in someone's face, and you got this gray boot on. What kind of good thing, man? You somebody needs to teach this dude. Some when you have a boot on like that, first of all, what he should have done was is he should have came to ringside with the crutches and the boot. And then when Roman was about to spear Solo out of his boots again, he should have smashed the thing and then distract him, and then the other team beats him up. That's what you should have done. That's what you should have done. You should have had the crutch and then smack them in the back and then distract him and then let the other members come in and jump in. We need Martina to explain this to us because I don't understand it. No, I don't understand it either, Jeffrey. I don't understand it. Yeah, that's a good comment. That's a good comment because I don't think even Martina could understand it. I don't think none of us could understand it. Good point, Earl. Yeah. Um. Again, like I said before, I'm sure that. Listen, I'm quite sure nobody understands that. Not quite sure. I'm not saying that they don't get it. I'm not saying that. That's not what I'm saying. What I am saying is that they don't understand what the boot is. Why do you have a boot on and then you're doing a full sprint? That's something I don't understand. That is something I don't understand. You got a boot on, you got a boot on. You got a boot on, and you running and you taking all your assets into someone's face. I don't think me, anybody else could understand that. What you should have done is, you see, now he's got a disease like Charlotte. Charlotte Flair has a disease. She don't know how to sell either. You gotta learn to sell things, folks. That's what I don't understand. Listen. I would have came out with a crush. This is how I would do it. This is how I'm going to be serious here for a second. I'm coming out with a crutch. Okay, I'm coming out with a crutch. I got an Una boot on. Okay, I'm going to take that crutch and distract Roman from it. And I would have whacked him in the back. And then when he was distracted, then you had the other people that's not injured with a boot on to come in and do the damage. That's how you sell it. That's how you sell it. That's how you sell it. But he didn't do it that way. And I found it to be very comical and I found it to be very, very crazy. And again, like I said, I don't think anyone could understand that logic. I don't think anybody can understand that logic when you got a boot on and you're doing a full sprint. Because I don't understand it. I'm at a loss. I'm at a loss. I'm at a selling loss. And I think somebody should help me with it because I a boot is supposed to, a boot makes you walk with a limp, not run. Right. Exactly, Jeffrey. Exactly. Exactly. A boot, listen to what Jeffrey's comment is here. Oh, Jeffrey. A boot is supposed to make you walk with a limp, not run. Right, Jeffrey. Right. I'm selling loss. Yeah, yeah, Jeffrey. I'm sorry, but I'm so sorry, but I don't mean to. I don't mean to diminish this, but you all need to do more. You got to sit down with people and sell things correctly. You really do. Um, yeah, you really do. That to me was absolutely one of the wackest things I've ever. It was whack. It was whack. It was whack. I don't understand it. I don't get it. How are you gonna have somebody come in there with an Una boot on and you run in full sprint like that, smashing the butt in someone's face? Man, I just was just like, what the heck is this? Who wrote this? I was just like, what the? Now Roman selling the attack with his bulge out eyes was gold. Yes, that was selling. That was selling. That was selling, Jeffrey. That's what you call selling. He super kicked with it. Yes, yes, yeah, yeah, and he super kicked him with it. Yeah, he comes in the ring first. He super kicks him, and then he's doing a full sprint with the boot on. I'm sorry, but that is just that is just. And I'm sitting there and I'm watching it, and I'm sitting there and I'm like. First, I was cheering at first because Roman got the necklace, and I was like, "Roman's put the necklace on, Roman." And then I was like, "Yay, put the necklace on!" But it didn't last that long, and then the beatdown happened, and then he comes in with the Una boot, and that ruined it for me with the running. That just brought it down for me. The whole thing just brought it down for me. I was just like, "How in the world could you be running full?" I mean, my mom had a Una boot on when she had blood clots on her leg. She couldn't move. She couldn't walk around that much because she had that boot on. How in the world could you sit there and wear that Una boot and not sell it? Not sell it. Yo, that's just too much. That's way too much in the program. Oh my God. Well, anyway, guys, that's my rant on that. That's my rant. Um, I just, um, but anyway, anyway, that is about to do it for the wrestling experience. And I want to thank you all so much for your time and energy. And thank you all for your time and your energy here tonight. It's been a fun show. It's been a great show. I had a lot of fun doing the show tonight. It was fun. Now, again, a programming note. I'm going to be back with SmackDown tomorrow night at 7:50 Eastern. I'll be back in just 24 hours from now with Friday Night SmackDown here on my channel on YouTube, on X. Join me tomorrow night for SmackDown. We're going to have a good time. We got the Post Bell podcast for you tomorrow night. We got the Bloodline Effect tomorrow night. We got SmackDown. We got all kind of potpourri of action, all kinds of wrestling for you, all kinds of wrestling. Appreciate you, Earl. Thank you, Jeffrey. Thank you so much. Yeah. So, guys, that's going to do it for the wrestling experience. Thank you all so much for your time and energy. And thank you for watching the wrestling experience. I'm Earl Cole. Have a great rest of your Thursday evening and have a good Friday. I'll see you tomorrow night for Friday Night SmackDown.